Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Kojo here. Today I wanted to talk about what I do to prepare for my matches as a professional CSGO player. Now, I have won main twice and ESEA, North America, and I've won advanced once. And I want to offer the tips that I have to give out to you guys in order to help you guys play at a high level and not get nervous and just perform to the highest abilities you possibly can. I think that my insight can help you understand what you need to be doing in order to mentally prepare as well as physically prepare for the matches you have. And if you've been struggling to get in the right mindset or the right, mood for your matches, then I'm here to help you guys. So first I want to talk to you about what you need to be doing early on in the day. And everyone's schedule is going to be different. Everybody has different things going on in their lives. But at some point throughout the day, 5 to 7 hours before your game starts, I think it's really good to get on and play some pugs, play some live matches that don't really mean a lot, but will just get you warmed up for the game, right? And the reason this is important is because they're low stress, they're low pressure games there where you can feel free to warm up without really worrying about how many kills you're going to drop or what you're going to perform at. And it really just helps you get used to the live gameplay part of CS:GO, and helps you get into the right mindset of, okay, I'm gonna trade my teammates here, I'm gonna plant the bomb here, and it just gives you some live reps that are without your teammates. You know what I mean? Just do this by yourself and get yourself individually ready, right? All right, so a little bit later on in the day, I'd say about 4 to 5 hours before your match starts, you should do some individual demo review. So I'm the opper on my team, and in the past I've been the opper on my team. So for me, I really want to look at what the other team's opper is doing and how he's positioning, and kind of what I can do to anti-strat him and make sure that he doesn't win the battle against me, right? So whatever position you're playing, if you're an upper player on Nuke, look at what their upper execs look like, and boom, now you know what mollies they're throwing, now you know what execs they're throwing, and now you know what you should be positioning because every team is going to be different. So I would 100% recommend watching the other team about 4 to 5 hours before your match starts and kind of understanding what you need to do to mentally prepare yourself to, put up a good fight against them and to really make sure that they can't be effective against you. Now, after I've done that, it is so important that you get a nice meal inside of you. Get your nutrients, get your brain fuel inside of you, and make sure that you're ready to play the game and pop off for your team. So, nutrition and food is 100% something you have to take serious and you have to do good with. And then after that, what you want to do is about 2 to 3 hours before your match, you want to hop into an aimbots server, right? Hop into an aimbot server and just go to town, warming up your rifles, your ops, your pistols against more stationary targets and not real reps, right? Not live reps. And the reason this is important is because it just gets your aim fresh, and especially after maybe you ate and you've been watching a demo and not actually playing the game. Now you have some movement in there. You have some a little bit of fun, and you can really start to fine tune that aim that you're using, right? So I think it's really important to hop into aimbots. Usually I'll just hop in there for 15 minutes, but when I was a newer player, I'd be in there for maybe an hour, right? Right now, for me, that the level I play at and the level of my game, I have 11,000 hours inside of CS:GO, right? I don't really need to hop in aimbots as much because I've already developed the skills and the all the stuff that I need to be able to perform at a high level, right? But if you're a newer player, maybe stretch that to even 30 minutes or 35 minutes, but just feel it out and do what's best for you, okay? And after that, what I do is we hop into the Discord or TeamSpeak, and as a team, we start to get ready for the match. We start to lock in. We start to talk about what we're gonna have to do and what we're gonna need to do in order to play at our highest level, right? So we hop into Discord. We start to prepare because we are going to scrim before the match. I think it's really important to scrim before the match because your first game on with the team is going to be similar with your first game on the day, right? Where you're kind of out of it, you're kind of not totally 100% locked in. So this first scrim is very important because it's going to help you get the communication flowing. It's going to help the team wake up, and treat the scrim as just like a practice game, right? Play the scrim to win, play it to win the scrim, and that should be your goal. But don't care too much if you don't win because it's your warm up game, right? Like it's your first game on, and who cares if you lose that because now you have a match later on in the day. If you're playing a best of three, I would say it's not necessarily the best to have a scrim before. You don't 100% have to scrim because you might risk getting tired then. But if you're playing a best of one, you 100% need to have a warm up scrim before if you can. Um, but yeah, after we complete that scrim, we have about maybe 10 to 30 to 40 minutes before the match. I get some caffeine inside of me to make sure I'm nice and loose and ready for the game, and I'm 100% locked in. Because especially as an opera, man, you have to have lightning fast reaction time. And a lot of times if you don't have caffeine in you or something inside of you, you can be really slow and sluggish. So I'm not vouching for the effects that caffeine has on somebody, and I think it is something that's really bad. But I will tell you guys that having caffeine inside of you is going to help your reaction time and make you a lot faster. Obviously, if you're somebody that can't really handle caffeine, you get too jittery and stuff, then it's going to be a negative. But for someone like me, caffeine really does help me, play at the level I want to play at. So, I don't rely on it, but use it as something that will, increase your focus and your level of play. But yeah, after I do that, what I'm doing is I'm hopping into a deathmatch server, right? I am in a DM server and I am focusing on killing the other players and focusing on going against these live people who are moving around and being really fast, and it's really high pressure, high fast. Like it just gets you ready for the match and gets you ready to be insta killed and to insta kill people and get your crosshair placement right. And it doesn't even have to be on the map you're playing. It just gets you ready for this fast paced action. So I think death matching right before your match is so good. And honestly, when I've been at lands and played out lands, it's one of the best things to do before land as well. It's just deathmatch, man. Get ready, get ready. Lock yourself in and get ready for people to be swinging you and all this crazy stuff to be happening. But yeah, once you've done that, guess what time it is? It is game time. You better be locked in. You better be focused. One thing I could recommend after doing all this playing and all this focusing and grinding for your match is right before the match, turn and look at your wall, the farthest wall in your room, and just look at it for 15 to 30 seconds. This is going to reset your eyes and help you just reset and get yourself locked in and get out of this zone you might be in for staring at a screen for hours and hours and hours. So just reset your eyeballs and get yourself prepared for the match, and just make sure to relax. I know a lot of you get nervous before your matches and you're scared that you might lose and all this stuff, but you guys got to realize it's just a game, right? You're just playing other humans. You're not playing anything special. Like, I don't care if you're playing, Team Liquid. I don't care if you're playing Na'Vi. They're humans, right? There's nothing that makes them different from you. So the most important pre-match preparation comes up here, right? The whole day. If you are thinking about the match as, oh my goodness, we're not gonna win. Oh, the other team is so much better than us. You've already lost the game because you're putting them up here when you're down here, right? No, you better be thinking, at the least that you're even, right? At the least, you better be thinking that you're even. But in my mind, it doesn't matter who I'm playing. I am always thinking I'm going to be the best player in the server. We are going to be the best team in the server. I don't care if I'm playing EG. I don't care if I'm playing Liquid. We will be the best team in the server. And like I said earlier, guys, I think it's worked out for me because, like I said, I've won main twice and I've won advanced, and I'm trying to win advanced again and get back up into ECL. But so far, that mindset's worked for me, and I think that the most important thing is that you just have the mindset of a competitor. You have a mindset of a champion. You know that you're going to win these games, and you know that you're going to come out on top. So don't underestimate the power of your mind and just thinking about being a champion and thinking about winning the game. With that and all the tips I gave you today, you're going to kill it in your match. You're going to win. You're going to be a champion. So don't even worry about it. Stop having this anxiety in your head about losing or not playing to your best or playing bad. But yeah, guys, I hope that helped out. After your match, you're just gonna de-stress too. Like, I briefly want to talk about it. After your match, guys. If you lost your match, if there's something, be mad about it for an hour, right? There's gonna be high emotions. There's gonna be a lot of stress and stuff, and people might be mad at each other. 1 hour after your match, right? So from when the match ends to an hour after, be upset, be mad. Don't take it out on your teammates, but be mad at yourself, man. Let the emotions just manifest inside of you, right? But after that 1 hour is up, there should be zero thoughts about pity or anger or all this. The only thought that should be inside of your mind is, how am I going to fix it? I don't want to hear any more complaining, any more whining an hour after the match. After that, it's like a light switch in your head. You better have turned it on, and now you better be thinking about how you're going to play better and how you're going to be a champion and how you're going to fix your mistakes. But yeah, make sure you de-stress after your match, and you've been grinding all day to prepare for this match, and now it's over. So honestly, I wouldn't recommend staying up till 5 a.m. after your match and playing all night, I would recommend, trying to get some sleep and, reset for the next day and get ready for your next match. The job's never done, guys. The job is never done. But thank you guys all so much for watching this video. I hope that it was very helpful and gave you some insight on what you should be doing to prepare for your matches. I hope that you guys maybe learned a bit and understood, kind of my mentality and how you can use it into your own game. Make sure to check out my socials. Guys, join my Discord. I'm always posting, links and stuff in there. We're always chatting with the community in there. So make sure you check it all out. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. You guys are awesome. You're killing it lately, and I'm happy to be here with you. So thank you all so much.